welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's video, we are reviewing the new Huda Beauty Matte Warm Obsessions palette. So if you'd like to see how I slayed this eye look, keep watching. Alrighty beauties, so let's get into this new Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette review. So this is the new Huda Beauty eyeshadow. This is the Warm Matte Obsessions palette. Y'all know I love a good warm palette. I think the colors are perfect for my complexion. I really love how they look on me. But yes, I love the packaging in general. It looks really good. So the packaging on the outside matches the packaging on the inside. I really like this. This is cute. I love how the letters are textured and that it's compact, okay? It's not a large palette. So we have the mirror on the bottom and then these are the shadows. So because it's a mini palette, there are no names. But let me swatch some colors. Oh, I definitely like this formula. It has like a velvety feel to it. I can't really put my finger on it, but that's kind of like what it feels like. It just feels smooth. So about this palette, it's a matte eyeshadow palette with 9 hues, including 2 cream to powder eyeshadows to create a subtle to intense look with a monochromatic twist. So it's a pressed powder formula. It has a matte finish, fragrance-free and cruelty-free. So there is no fragrance at all. I can't smell a thing with this palette. Coming from Huda that usually has fragrance, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed there's no fragrance, but I know some people don't like that. So I believe these are the 2 cream to powder formulas. Let's swatch. Oh yes, those are definitely the cream to powder formulas. You can see. So the cream to powder definitely feels like cream to powder. It has that wet feel, but then blends out to powder. But the rest of the other matte shades definitely have like a velvety texture to them. So I really like that. So let's get started on this look. Alrighty, so I'm going to go into that first shade that I swatched. I'm going to use that in my crease. So there is some fallout with this palette, but honey, the pigment, that is what we are here for. Oh yeah, this is very pigmented. Very pigmented. So this is just for me dipping the brush in that color twice. So the color payoff already is insane. So even with me blending back and forth, you can still see the pigmentation, so it's not blending out and disappearing. So that's a plus. So for the cream to powder, I'm going to dive into that color and then I'm also going to set it with that deeper brown color just for a smoky effect. I want to see what the cream to powder looks like once I lay it down and then what the powder looks like on top of it as well. I will say it is not removing any of the product that's already on my eyelid based on the consistency. So this is what the cream to powder shade looks like. I think this would be best suited to be all over the lid and then the powder probably sitting on top of it so it can set. Because the color isn't coming up as much as I would like it to. So I'm just going to go in with that darker brown color and pop that right in the outer V. So now you can really see that color coming up. I really think the cream to powder shades are going to be great if you are just going to do just like a smoky eye. So I'm just going to drag that deeper brown color into my crease just a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my eyeshadow primer from Nationality Beverly Hills just to kind of cut the crease a little bit and add one of the lighter shades on top. So this is the primer. I'm just taking a little bit on the back of my hand. So the trick to cutting your crease, so I'm popping that on a flat brush. So you just want to press it right on the lid and then open your lid. So now that I open my eyes, it's telling me exactly where to cut based on that line. So you see that line right there? That's exactly where I need to cut my crease. So it is just a quick guide. Versus trying to carve out your lid, it'll tell you where to cut based on popping that product on your lid, opening your eyes wide, and it will leave a line of demarcation. With that same brush that I blended out my outer V, I'm just going to go right over the primer just to make sure that that is blending into the outer V color. So this is what it should look like. So now I'm going to go into that middle shade right there, that beautiful cream color. I'm going to put that right on the lid where we place the eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going in with a flat brush, tapping off the excess and just placing that right on the lid. It's coming up a little bit more peach than I expected. I thought it was going to be more of like a neutral beige. It's still pretty though. So this is essentially what the eye look should look like. So now I'm just gonna go in with that same brush that I use those warm colors with and just blend out the edges of that smoky color that I popped in my outer V. But this looks stunning, beauties. This look is coming out bomb. So the look is almost complete. We just need a little razzle dazzle for the lid. So I'm going in with Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Liner Midnight Cowboy. So I am just tracing where I cut my crease. Alrighty, so this is the finished eye look. So I'm just gonna pop up some lashes and be back with my final thoughts. Alrighty, beauties, so we are back. I just finished up the rest of my glam, but this is the finished eye look. This is the finished glam. This palette is stunning, okay? I love a good warm palette, honey. I don't care how many I have. I would always gravitate towards a warm palette. I love the fact that this is compact. You can slip this in your purse. This is great for traveling. You know, traveling with big bulky palettes is not the way. So this will definitely save you some space. So this palette does retail for $32, which I kind of feel is a little coin. It's just a little bit, I was expecting it to be under 30. I mean, I think one of her other palettes is around 29, but I was thinking maybe like 27. But I think maybe because of the packaging, also the cream to powder, and this just might be a different formula in general. I really do like this formula. It's velvety smooth. It just feels great. The blendability and the pigmentation is bomb. So I definitely feel like this palette is worth it. So I also picked up the Cool. That will be a separate tutorial, so look out for that. But yes, beauties, I hope you enjoyed this review for the new Huda Beauty Matte Obsessions, the warm palette. Let me know your thoughts down below, beauties, and as always, thank you for your continued support. We are on the road to 1K, honey. We are almost there. But yes, beauties, thank you so much. Stay tuned for my next one. Thanks for watching.